Last week's big win, any better today?
No, probably not. The first half, I thought we sort of got a little bit lucky with the start. You know, obviously the kickoff went good for us, and then I don't think they touched the ball for 10 or 12 minutes. So that probably took a bit of gas out of them, to be quite honest. And they would have been, really keen at the start after last week to come out strong, and we sort of thought that that the middles would really lead that, but they just didn't get a chance. They had to defend, so that put them on the back foot for the rest of the half, and probably put them on the back foot for the rest of the game as well. So as far as we're concerned, I wasn't overly impressed with our defence in the first half. I thought we could have done a little bit better there, but we'd done a great job in that in the second half, and the way we completed and still played our footy, that's the reason I think that the score was what it was.
Josh King more than 200 run metres, Nick Meaney almost 200, a try, 10 tackle busts against their former club. It's no coincidence, is it?
We didn't sort of make much of a point with Nick, to be quite honest. He had a stop off at the Bulldogs in between, but certainly for Josh, we knew it was an important game for him, and get 212 metres. I just sort of had a little bit of a joke in the dressing room there. It took him 46 runs to get it, but he's been wonderful for us this year. He's whenever you want one of our forwards to play a few more minutes and just do it with a little bit more aggression, a little bit harder, he always sort of steps up. He can play really long minutes for us, which has been really good with the players we've got around him, and I'm sure Jess would back that up. I'm sure he loves playing with Josh. So he's been great for us.
Xavier Coates hat-trick today, 10 tries for the season. Pre-season, you nominated him as one of the pre-season stars, so you wouldn't be surprised by what he's doing now across the first 8 rounds?
No, definitely not. He was one of our best, hardest workers in the pre-season, and it probably took him a little while just to get used to how we play, and then trying to, I suppose, mould his strengths into how we want to play. And but he's been terrific, and we all can see what sort of athlete he is, and he's got a lot of footy player in him too. So we think things can only get better.
Craig, do you feel like the game's opening up a bit more in the last couple of weeks? Like, a point's easier to come by than what they were the first month and a half of the season, or is it just that you guys are attacking better?
Well, for us it's opened up the last couple of weeks, obviously. There didn't seem to be as many penalties today. 6 against probably. I'm not quite sure why that is, or whether teams are being more disciplined or whatever. But like I say, just with this week, as I said, the Knights got off to a horrible start, and they didn't touch the ball for ages, so that would have probably dimmed their confidence a bit, but also they would have been flat on energy, and last week, I thought, the Warriors in that second half, when Dallin got hurt, I think, that sort of did them a bit. So I'm not quite sure why, score more points, whether it is or not, but, at the end of the day, I try not to worry about things that I can't control, just worry about what we do and go from there.
Just wondering about you, have you noticed it out there? Like, is it different? Is it just 2 weeks where you guys were attacked superbly and that's it? And obviously the other factors that Craig mentioned there.
Yeah, it's really hard. I think the last 2 weeks have just been very lucky. We've been able to build a lot of pressure early in the game. I think today our start, we had a lot of possession at the start of the game there, and I think it takes a lot of gas out of them. So they're back into the game, we were able to score a lot of points. I think our spine are really starting to gel too this time of the season. I think we're a bit rusty at the start of the year, but Paps and Jerome and Munster and Harry, they're really starting to hit their straps now and really starting to lead the team, so it's really good to see.
Greg, you've got quite a close relationship with Adam O'Brien, working with him before. Do you send a text after a loss like that? Do you reach out at all?
I spoke to him a couple of times during the week. I'm not quite sure, what to say, to be quite honest, but, we'll have a chat during the week at some stage. I'm not quite sure when, but, obviously he's doing a bit tough at the moment, and, the whole team, the club are doing tough. So, but the one thing, Newcastle's always been famous for is it's a tough town, and they always fight their way out of the difficulties they're in, and I can't see the Knights being any different.
And how highly do you rate him as a coach? Obviously a couple of really good seasons, going a bit of a dark patch now. Do you back him to work his way out of it?
Oh, yeah. Like all I can go on is what he did at our club, and he was magnificent for our club. His work ethic and his knowledge and how he worked with the players was second to none. So he's an outstanding coach.
You said last year that the 2021 Storm was maybe the most dominant iteration of the Storm you've worked with. 120 points in 2 weeks. Like 2022 must be getting up there as well, right?
No, it's only 2 weeks. You said it all there. It's only 2 weeks.
Craig, can I ask quickly about a play? It doesn't always get a lot of raps or headlines, but Kenny Bromwich plays a milestone game for you guys next week. His 200th. Can you speak about him and what he means for the Storm? And
it's obviously his brother sitting here next to me, but both of them have been outstanding for us, and Jess has been there a long time. This is your 13th season. I think Kenny, I'm not quite sure, he would have started playing in 2012, I'd imagine, first grade. So both of them have been there a long time, and Kenny's played some differing roles for us. He was in the ruck for a while. Now, the last 3 or 4 seasons, or 4 or 5 seasons, he's been on edge, and he's one of the best, edge players in the game. So, but besides being real good footy players, they're just both of them are just real good guys, and and I can see why Wayne, put him up the top of his list to sign, because they've got a genuine care about their team and their teammates. It's not about them; it's about what the team needs, and they're willing to do whatever it is the team needs, and they've done that. As I said, Jess for 13 years, Kenny for 10, and they'll be greatly missed next year.
Jess, can you say something about your brother and what he's meant having alongside him in these Melbourne teams over the last 10 years?
Oh yeah, so I just feel very lucky and grateful just the opportunity to be able to do this alongside Ken for such a long time, and a lot of the successes we've had has been together, and I think he's really growing as well as a player. Like Craig said, he started in the ruck and did a really good job for us off the bench for a long time, but really found a home on that edge, and that left edge has been a really good edge for a few years now. I really think he's a big part of that as well. He leads those boys, really well, and he's someone that I never have to worry about. I know he's going to be really consistent, and he's going to be going out there to do his best. So yeah, I really enjoy playing alongside him and feel very lucky.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.